I had her walk to the front of my patrol car. She said she did not know why she was stopped, but supposedly she was going against traffic.
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a courtroom showdown straight out of Bayer County, Texas. The case, the state of Texas versus Dormadelli Vasquez Ledesma. And trust me, this isn't just another DWI hearing. The stakes couldn't be higher. We've got accusations of drunk driving, children in the car, and a judge who is not holding back. From ignition interlocks to parenting classes, this sentencing hearing is packed with legal twists and emotional gut punches. Stick around, because you won't believe how quickly sympathy evaporates once the police report is read out loud. Let's break it all down.
CR 10960, State of Texas versus Dormadelli Vasquez Ledesma. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Jorgens for the state.
Defense?
Charles Sierra for Ms. Vasquez.
And are you Ms. Vasquez Ledesma? Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have you.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Ledesma, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it? State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 72 hours in the Bayer County Jail, 100 hours of community service restitution, DWI education, DWI victim impact panel, ignition interlock for half the term, 2 years driver's license suspension, parenting course, scram ankle monitor for 60 days, and regular UAs. Did you understand? Those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations. All right, Applicant Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing? Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
With respect to the recommendations by the EA with the 2-year license suspension, my client cleans houses for a living. He needs to be able to drive, and it does take children to school for children and school activities and so forth. So I'm asking the court for some leniency on the.
Oh no, her license is going to be suspended. Did you read this police report?
Yeah, I don't think it.
Oh, do you want a jury trial? Because let me just tell you what I read in this police report.
I know.
And there it is, the moment everything changes. The defense was asking for leniency, arguing that Vasquez needs her license to clean houses and take care of her kids. But then the judge cracks open the police report, and the truth hits like a ton of bricks. Driving against traffic, 2 kids in the car, bloodshot eyes, and then urinating in public during the traffic stop. That's not just reckless, it's humiliating. Judges hear excuses all day long, but once children are in danger, leniency goes out the window. What do you think? Should the judge still have considered her plea, or is this suspension the only responsible call?
No, let me tell you what it is, because I don't think you have internalized what's in this police report. So you had your children with you. And according to this, you were pulled over because you were driving against traffic. So that means that you were driving improperly. You were going against traffic, which means other people could have been injured. In the vehicle, you had an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. And it says, when I arrived on location, AP, that's you, was standing on the sidewalk, unhandcuffed. I had her walk to the front of my patrol car. She said she did not know why she was stopped, but supposedly she was going against traffic. AP then admitted to consuming 2 drinks at Ingram Park Mall at a bar, but did not know the name of the bar. She started drinking at 8 p.m. and stopped at 9 p.m. AP later denied consuming any alcohol and also denied that she first admitted to consuming alcohol. She did not know what time it was. She said she was not driving. She was shopping. Last date at 3 p.m. And is not under a doctor's care and has no prescribed medications. During the interview, she said she needed to use the bathroom. So I advised her that I would have a female officer to make the location, and she walked away to a tree and started to urinate. After she finished urinating, I completed the interview. She had bloodshot, glassy eyes, slurred speech, and was unsteady on her feet. The odor of alcohol was also getting stronger as she kept talking. They did the HGN, you failed the HGN. So I am not sympathetic to her with the driver's license suspension. Her license is going to be suspended. Do you realize?
This is one of the most sobering moments in the entire hearing. The judge doesn't sugarcoat it. Do you realize you could have killed your children? That's not courtroom theater. That's reality. When it comes to DWI cases, the real victims are almost always passengers, often kids who never had a choice. This isn't just about punishment. It's about confronting someone with the devastating consequences of their actions. Imagine being that judge, having to balance compassion with protecting the public. What would you do in that moment? Would you hammer down the sentence or look for a path to rehabilitation?
You could have killed your children and other people,
Yes.
but do you understand that?
I haven't drank since. Yes, I very understand
When's the last time you had alcohol?
that day
All right, when you drug tested today, what are the results going to be for everything?
for everything.
All right. Probation, I'm going to want a drug test on on Miss Ledesma. And I'm going to also want it for alcohol if you're able to do it for alcohol as well. Are you employed? You're cleaning houses?
Yes.
All right. And how often do you do that?
Almost every day.
Do you work with the company or no?
No, for myself.
So how are you paid?
Oh, I fight with my customers.
I mean, is it payment by check, cash?
Oh, Zelle, cash sometimes.
Okay.
She works for an attorney friend of mine that's representing.
Okay.
Work for.
All right, you're whispering so the court reporter can't hear.
Say, she does work for various people and she gets paid cash or check. And she needs houses for other attorneys that I know that got involved.
Were you able to hear him? Okay. All right, the court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail, suspended and probated for 2 years. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated. Do you know the restitution amount for the labs?
It's usually $60, Judge. I'm not sure if it is in this case.
All right, restitution for lab testing, if any. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation. Follow recommendations of TAP. If they say outpatient treatment, then I'm going to want intensive outpatient treatment. I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. There is to be no employment where you're working at any establishment whose primary source of income there is serving alcohol beverages. Do you understand? 100 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court was not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to want parenting classes. The remaining of the hours will be waived with parenting classes. DWI education course. DWI victim impact panel. With regards to the ignition interlock, you're asking for ignition interlock in the SCRAM device?
The scram, we're only asking for the first 60 days, Judge, but yes.
All right, I don't understand SCRAM and ignition interlock.
Scram, we want to get her started off on the right foot. That's why we're only requesting it within the first 60 days. Ignition interlock, we're requesting for half the term of probation, which would obviously be longer than that. So we want to keep her monitoring, and I believe it may be required by statute.
No, I mean, the ignition interlock, yes, but I mean, ignition interlock in SCRAM is going to be very expensive.
That's good to believe.
You're going to have ignition interlock on every vehicle that you have access to. And when I say have access to, if it's parked at your house, if it's owned by your husband or whoever lives at your home, ignition interlock is going to be on there. And that's going to be ignition interlock for the full.
Let's take a moment to unpack this sentence, because it's a masterclass in how judges blend punishment with prevention. Vasquez gets 180 days in jail, but it's probated, meaning she won't serve the time if she follows the strict terms of probation. And these terms, they're no joke. Ignition interlocks on every vehicle. 100 hours of community service. DWI education, victim impact panels, and even restrictions on her employment, plus a full 2-year license suspension. The message is clear. This isn't just a slap on the wrist, it's accountability with a roadmap towards sobriety. But do you think these conditions go too far or not far enough?
Full term. 2-year Texas driver's license suspension. And I'm gonna want regular UAs, field visits, 1 time per month. And please tell probation, check her home for alcoholic beverages. When you're on probation, you're not allowed to drink alcohol at all, even in your own home. You understand? And there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Probation, is there anything else? Anything else you need from the court? Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. I haven't done any statistics. My statistics professor would be very upset with me for this. But what I've learned is people who drive intoxicated, if there's an accident, you know who ends up dying? Passengers in the vehicle, other people who are just going about their business. Probably your children could have been killed that day. And then if they would have been killed that day, you would be in court boo-hooing and crying about my children are dead. So,
No worse feeling than that. Why is
yes. So you shouldn't have started. All right, probation will go over conditions with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
And that's the end of this dramatic sentencing. Judge Boyd makes it clear drunk driving isn't just about you, it's about everyone else you put at risk. Vasquez walks away with probation, yes, but under some of the toughest conditions we've seen in a plea deal. This case is a reminder that in Texas, judges don't hesitate to confront defendants with the real dangers of their actions, especially when children are involved. So now I want to hear from you. As justice served here? Or do you think the sentence should have been harsher? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Until next time, stay sharp and stay safe.